Our data access library now allows you to bind data obtained from Microsoft Excel workbooks or CSV files. In this video, I'll show you how to do this by binding a report to an Excel workbook. Let's start with a Northwind Excel file that contains 3 worksheets: categories, products, and orders. Each worksheet has one table with appropriate column headers and data itself. Go to the ribbon's Formulas page and click the Name Manager button. Here, the dialog displays all table names and defined names in the current workbook. Let's go to our Visual Studio application that has an empty report. Click the Report Smart tag, expand the drop-down menu for the data source property, and click the Add Report Data Source link. The first page of the Data Source wizard asks you to specify the type of data source you want to use. To bind to an Excel data source, select Excel File and click Next. On the next page, you can select the required Excel workbook or CSV file. Click the ellipsis button to bring up the Open dialog. As you can see, the XLS, XLSX, and XLSM file formats are supported. Double-click the required field and click Next. The next page allows you to specify import settings. Enable the first checkbox to use values of the first row as field names. Otherwise, these values will be imported as data, while field names will be generated automatically. The Skip Empty Rows option allows you to specify whether to include empty rows from the source file to the result data source. You can also select whether to skip hidden rows and columns when importing data. Note that import options for CSV files are a little different from options for Excel workbooks. And let's click Next to move on to the next page. This page displays all available worksheets, tables, and defined names referring to specified ranges. Each item is indicated by the corresponding icon depending on its type. Select the one we want and click Next. The next page allows you to select required columns and specify their settings. The selected checkbox specifies whether to include the corresponding column to the result data source. Use Name to specify the custom column name and Type to choose the column type. On this page, you can also preview the result by clicking the Preview button. Click Close to exit the preview, then click Finish to complete the wizard. Our data source is automatically assigned to the report's data source property. You can now add created data fields to the report and switch to the Preview tab to see that the data was retrieved correctly. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and thank you for choosing DevExpress.